The gold market this week was really interesting, especially because we had a lot of high impact news events this week. And as you can see, the analysis that we came up with for last week was really interesting and it played out quite nicely, especially this level right here where price respected this level and then pushed up from this level here. So if you're looking for a game plan for the upcoming week, then make sure you watch this entire video because I'm going to share my entries, exits, and profit target zones inside of the gold market for this upcoming week. And as usual, let's just go ahead and start on the weekly time frame. But I want to make sure that we have a decent game plan because as you can see here, it's super choppy. And I'm just going to make adjustments for some of these different levels from this past week. So this is this week's candle. And for right now, it looks like it is respecting this level that we drew last week. So we're not touching anything. Just want you to see the fact that we closed a relatively strong bullish candle this past week after having all of this exhaustion to the downside. And so now let's go to the daily and we can see that today's candle was insane. So today, as I'm recording this, was NFP. So now we're coming up with our game plan for Sunday all the way through next week. So crazy candle. And I don't see anything major that I want to adjust, mainly because price was basically concentrated in this zone right here. So we're basically just going to keep all the rest of the zones, and probably on the H4 time frame, I'm going to start calling out these levels just because now we can actually see what's here and not just have a whole bunch of wicks all over the place. So starting with this level here, we do have price at 34.32, this yellow level, and then this gray zone here is at 33.94. And then we have this level here at 33.73. So this other zone here that might get adjusted, it is currently here at 33.52. And we're going to skip this, but we will call out this right here at 33.26. And then we also have this level here that price respected right here at 32.84. And then this level that price also respected this past week, which is why it's important for you to stay tuned to this analysis. This level is here at 32.68 roughly. And then let's go down here because we do see an old level, and this level here, this gray zone, is at 32.46. And if we go to this final level here, it is at 32.08. So I want to place that there. As you can see, a price has been respecting these levels, and we did adjust these levels, made all new zones last week. So go ahead and watch perhaps 3 videos from this one so that way you could watch how this was built. But if you don't want to do that, it's totally cool because I literally just gave you all the levels and zones that I am looking for at this moment. So that is looking super good. So let's go ahead and save our work so far. And let's go ahead and go down to the H2 time frame because we need to make sense of this area in here. So for right now, I'm just going to get rid of it because that was from last week. These zones still look amazing, especially the fact that this level was called out. Actually, this level too, and this level, this level as well was called out last week, and price has respected it. So before we go down to the H1 time frame, if you have found this content helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel so that way you don't miss any of the videos that I post here in order to help you become a more profitable trader. And if you're looking to possibly mark up your charts similar to this, then go ahead and check out the description box where I do have a free guide that is a 5-minute quick start guide in order to help you draw up your charts similar to this. What if you can trade gold or any market in just 1 hour per day, even if you have a full-time job, and still grow the account? Most traders think that they have to sit in front of charts all day, and maybe if they step away, they may either miss a setup or they may come back to a losing trade. Well, in this free masterclass, I'm going to show you a calm and repeatable way for you to enter trades with confidence, and you can lose all the anxiety when you step away from your charts. Go ahead and check out the free masterclass. It's totally free. So let's go down to the H1 time frame and reset our levels. Now we can see that we have super clean levels, and I want to I don't want to really change too much from this week. Maybe just move this level down a little bit. perhaps right here to 33.45, especially because price did come up. I remember seeing this candle and I was in a trade right before this, but with NFP, anything can go. And you probably have experience where price has come down and then shot up like this. Didn't want that to happen. So I took my little profit and I left. So now I'm waiting for these levels that I'm getting ready to talk about here in a second to possibly come to fruition this upcoming week. So right now, like I said, we have this level here. We have a nice support. And yeah, it's time to go into our game plan. So as far as what I'm looking for this upcoming week, we do have this resistance right here. And if you look over here, we have this resistance over here. So I'd be looking for possibly price to come down or come up to this resistance and then possibly pull back at some point. So let's just say this one and then come back up because we do have some bullish momentum here inside of the market right now. So I definitely just want to follow that. So another trading idea that I have for this upcoming week will be price, of course, coming up here and then doing a deeper retracement. So here, and then basically once again doing the same thing. It could come really low. It could come pretty much as low as here and pretty much still be valid. So let's go here and do that. Okay. So for this upcoming week, another idea that I have inside of the market will be from this area of 33.74 going all the way up to 33.93. And this is 194 pips potentially. So that is a really great zone right there. And you can see that it's not even all that big. That's why I love gold. So anyway, a really nice zone within here. And then let's go ahead and measure these zones really quick right here. Okay, so that's 208. That's awesome. Here is, so this zone right here is basically almost the same as the top. It is at 196 pips. And then we go down here to this one and it is 408 pips. So really amazing. And then even if it came down here, that's 557 pips potentially inside of this market. Let me just keep this clean, keep our charts clean. So of course I'd be targeting some higher highs here, basically going from this 33.94 area all the way up to 34.31. 378 pips inside of the market and definitely a lot of pips to potentially catch. So basically last week, my bias was bearish and you can see that played out quite nicely. This was a bit choppy, but it played out quite nicely in a bunch of these areas inside of the gold market. And this week, I'm mostly looking for buys. There's a lot of things happening. So basically do your research. Okay, so this is my analysis for this upcoming week. If you found this helpful, go ahead and comment the word in the comment section below, bullish. Bullish because yes, I have changed my bias on this market for this upcoming week, but basically it's not my bias, it's what the market tells me it wants to do. So go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, especially because we are posting videos 3 times per week, and that is Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday currently. So definitely don't miss any of those amazing videos, and I'll see you there.